Godfrey to inform him that his phone is off, is not working.
Where Madalawo stay?
Atama kwi Madalawo.
Atama Galfontein.
Galfontein. That's where he stayed in Galfontein.
And you were staying at Clayville?
Where Atama Clayville?
Yeah, Atama Clayville.
Yes. Correct, my lord. I stay in Clayville.
After you found that this phone is off, then what did you do?
And I can't so TV we get it with phone there witness Madara. Ukuma kufonia and I theory of
Teka Godfrey good ntirweni ta cheka la ntirweni wa hina andrela Tembisa police station karolo anga se Tembisa South nuku ta cheka la ntirweni hiku kuna ku nkarhi wun'wana loko va ku kuma u nga ri na ID u vulavula xangana va khoma va ri ku illegal immigrant hiku angani ni ta n'wi cheka tseleni ni vuye loko hi karhi ku andrela strateni ni le tseleni na n'wi cheka ni kuma ku anga kona.
I then told Godfrey that I'll try to help look for him. I'll start at the police station. At that point in time, I was stationed at the Tembisa police station. I told Godfrey that sometimes when police officers find people who are not in possession of their ID cards or books, and they happen to be speaking Shangan language, they are arrested on the suspicion that they are illegal immigrants. So I said to him that, look, I'll check in the cells if perhaps he has been detained under such circumstances. I checked in the cells, but he wasn't there. He was not there.
So ntlhelar ko ro sikurelero ni fonela Ivory Park police station tiseleni kun kombela va nchekela munhu wa so ku anga kona munhu wa nga khomiwa sona va ku anga kona.
And on the very same day I also phoned Ivory Park police station and requested officials there to check for me if there was a person with such an identity, with such names, who has been arrested and detained at Ivory Park police station. They checked for me and they said no, there's not such a person. Ivory Park.
My friend.
Proceed.
Yeah, so lexi nga ndzi cheka Tembisa, ni cheka na le Ivory Park. I ku witness a tshama eGalfontein police station ya le kusuhi ya Ivory Park na le Tembisa ti le kusuhi na kusuhana. A ndzi zanga ni cheka Olifantsfontein kumbe ni fonela koho hi mhaka ku Olifantsfontein i ndhawu yana yin'wana a ku busy and endla nga ku ndhawu ya ti-suburbs.
But the reason why I started looking by checking at the Ivory Park police station as well as the Tembisa police station is because witness Madara Homu stayed in Gauteng. So these two police stations were much closer to his area of residence. I did not check Olifantsfontein because that area where this Olifantsfontein police station is situated isn't much busy, and it's more of a suburban area than the township. That's why I didn't check on at the place now.
So ntlhela ni fonela Godfrey. Hiku Godfrey a tirha security nga ku na siku rero a tirha na vusiku.
Loko I check.
After
checking my road, I then phoned Godfrey again, and since he was a security guard, I think he was at work. He was on duty and he was doing night duty on that day. This was just to inform him that I checked for him, that is witness Madara home, at these various places, and I could not find him.
How did Gauteng came to you to look for Mr. Madara?
Oh, sitenjani ku ataka we Godfrey. Atalava Madara.
Loko nkarhi wolowo a ri na vusiku a hi karhi hi vulavula ku ni n'wi langute kwini na kwini a nga kona hi hetelela Godfrey hi twana ku nampundzu Godfrey u ta ta eThembisa a ta hlangana Midleyville ku hi ya n'wi languta ndita le a tshamaka hi ya languta ku endleka yini se ni byela Godfrey loko me ni chayisa nampundzu ni ta ni ya n'wi cheka na le Thembisa xibedhlele.
During that night of this day in Kwasiba, as myself and Godfrey were communicating over the issue of this witness Madara, we ended up agreeing that we should come over to Tembisa the next morning, or to Clayville where I was staying, so that we can go and look for him and also check at his place of residence.
Ubuye ata Godfrey siku leri landzelaka.
Godfrey came, but he did come the following day. The next day, Godfrey did come.
On his arrival, where did you start looking for Madara?
Se loko Afrika mi sungule kwihi ku lava ya Madara?
Ni n'wi byele ku eThembisa se ni ta hi koho hi ku loko ni chayisa a ni tlelangi hi ku a ni tiva ku Godfrey le ku teni. eThembisa xibedhlele ni ya n'wi cheka a nga kona.
In fact, in the morning, I told him that when my shift ended, came to an end in the morning, when I knocked off in the morning, I went to the hospital in Tembisa to check him, but could not find him there.
When you arrived, where did you go to?
Na sweswo sweswo kambe loko a fika Godfrey mi fambe mi ya n'wi lava kwihi?
Godfrey in vutise ku i ni byele ku sandza hi ya n'wi cheka kwini na le ntirhweni wa yena a vuhetela a ku u tiva munhu un'wana wa security a tirhaka na yena ku te Elias i ta fonela yena a n'wi cheka ku i ko ntirhweni na a ku Elias i n'wi byele ku i chayisile ku witness a tirha night shift u chayise nampundzu.
In fact, Godfrey asked me, in fact, he said to me, suggested that we should rather go and check him at his workplace. He also told me that he happens to know a colleague of this witness Madara home by the name of Elias. He said he would call that guy. In fact, he did call Elias, who informed him that Madara home was at work during night shift and he knocked off in the morning.
So loko ni hetela nuka ye hi nga ya cheka na le Olifantsfontein police station mara a ni hleketi ku a nga va a khomiwe ka site leri hi ku i ndhawu yin'wana a yi busy.
So ended up also suggesting that we should also go to Olifantsfontein police station to check him there, though I did not think that he could have been arrested there because this Olifantsfontein area, it's not a busy place.
Yes, when you arrived at Olifantsfontein police station, what happened?
Kumelele imkelo kumfika le Olifantsfontein.
Ngene charge office. Hi kuma warrant officer un'wana ni rivele xivongo xa yena mara loko ni n'wi vona ni nga n'wi tsundzuka.
Yeah, we went to the Olifantsfontein police station and we went straight to the charge office. We then met a certain warrant officer, a police officer with the rank of warrant officer. I forgot the surname, but I can identify that officer if I were to see that officer again.
Se hi n'wi vutisa ku hi le ku laveni ka munhu a hi n'wi kumi ku u le kwini ta cheka ku na munhu ku na vanhu lava nga khomiwa a hi vutisa ku i mani hi n'wi byela ku hawa la tseleni ta hina a hi na vanhu sweswo ku na vanhu lava nga la tseleni.
So we informed this police officer that we are looking for a missing person and asked him to check if there's a person with an identity or names in their custody who was detained at their police station. But he told us that at that moment, at that point in time, there was no one detained at their police station.
Did you understand that that we informed the warrant officer? We, that's what I'm interested in.
Se barbara kiva leswi nga le hlamuseni loko ku hi byele warrant officer leyi hi byele phorisa leriya leswi swi vurisaka swona.
Loko ni ku hi vula ku a hi famba hi ri vambirhi mara loyi a nga vutisa i Godfrey.
When I said we, my lord, I was merely indicating that it was the two of us, but the one who actually asked the police officer, it's Godfrey, not the one who spoke to the officer, it's Godfrey. The one who asked the police officer, it's Godfrey, my lord.
We, asked the warrant officer should be Godfrey asked the warrant officer.
See, the Kurgo is veka kahle mandulu. Sula ku uhlamusela ku amiri vambirhi kambe lo anga vulavula hi Godfrey.
Lo nga fika vutisa.
Yes, my lord. All I'm saying is that the two of us went to the police station. We went, that is myself and Godfrey. We went to the police station. But Godfrey is the one who did the talking. He is the one who asked the warrant officer.
What happens at the police station after you ask that warrant?
Se loko a heta ku vutisa Godfrey a police station ku humelele.
Warrant officer luya hi vutise ku munhu lomu n'wi lavaka wa xinjhani se hi n'wi byela ku i wanuna a ku nyikeni description ya munhu loyi ku i munhu wa njhani. So Godfrey n'wi describela ku i munhu wa njhani a n'wi nyika description ya yena. So warrant officer luya a ku tolo a ni ri ntirhweni na nhlikani late ku te n'wansati laha police station a vula ku ye i n'anga a ri karhi a lava mirhi nhoveni a vona munhu se a tala police station ta hi leswaku i vone munhu un'wanyana a tlele nhoveni munhu loyi ti komba nga ku i lovile so va voye va ya kwale ka sini ya kona.
This warrant officer at the police station, my lord, then requested that to give the description of the person that we were looking for. Godfrey then described witness Madala to the warrant officer. He then started telling us, that is the warrant officer, the police officer, started telling us that the day before he was at work, he was on duty, and that there's a lady who came to report that she saw a person lying in the field. And this lady is a traditional healer. She was there digging for a traditional medicine there when she spotted this. So there's a body of a person that has been found at the organ the day before.
And this is way back either on the 1st or the 2nd of February 2012.
So this one, imakaninga umelela lembeleriya ra 2012 kunga ku ri ti 1 kumbe 2 ta February 2012.
Loko ya police station a na ha tivi ku a ku ri ti 3 kumbe a ku ri mara lexi ni tsundzukaka ku a ku ri month end a ku ri mhaka ya ku Godfrey i mi byele ku must end u ri lava mali ya red witness i tolovele ku hakela hi ti 31 kumbe ti 1 so kwalaha ka va ti 3 4 nkarhi loyi nga hi ho police station se hi sungula ku lavana na yena.
My lord, I think it was around month end or early in the beginning of the subsequent month. I think it was around the 3rd, but I'm not too certain of it. The reason why I'm saying this is because when earlier on I received a call from Godfrey, he told me that the landlord where the deceased witness Madala Homo was residing was looking for him, and that He was used to having him pay rent at the end of the month, on the 30th, or early in the beginning of the subsequent month, around the 1st. So that's why I'm able to remember the time period when this all happened. I'm not sure as to whether it was the 2nd or the 3rd when this happened.
Thank you. Yes, after you informed that the water bottle was found on the bushes around the concept by the warrant officer, then what happened?
Se andla ka loko mi tivisiwile hi warrant officer luya leswaku ku na munhu a nga kumeka te anhoveni ku humelele yini andla ka sweswo.
Warrant officer luya i teka hina mi nga ya office na ma-detective.
The warrant officer then referred us to the detective's office.
So hi yile ka office na detective.
We did go to the detective's office, my lord.
Sorry. Night liya in Bama Tisho Street and in Panzisa Nhloko antisho banga shifta katsongo na.
Okay. My lord, the witness says the flash, the light that is being used by the media there, it's shining directly to her eyes,
Yes.
and that's uncomfortable and it's causing her a headache.
Okay. Thank you.
So if it could be shifted and focused away from her, then it will be better. She's asking if
So
it
now,
could be shifted.
so
Make
the
it focus.
so the warrant officer, they will take care of it. The warrant officer suggested that you go to the detective section.
Se warrant officer umiromelele kama focus.
Ite fambani office ni yama detective. So Olifants Fontaine police station I lenhlelo iyinto. So the office nama detective dikahlelo. Se ifike ingena la the office nama detective.
Yes, he referred us. He said go to the detective's office. The structure is such that the police station building is on the one side, and the building which houses the offices of the detectives is on the other. So we then proceeded straight to the offices of the detectives. Se kumefika le ama office ama focus kufika kuhumelela ama focus.
Ufike kuma Sergeant Khosa. Sorry. Loko office le banga yisa ka yo ba yise ka office ni ba ku Captain Baloyi.
My lord, I was mistaken to say that we found a Sergeant Khosa there when we got to the detective's office. In fact, the office that we were directed to, the office that we were taken to, it's of a Captain Baloyi.
So loko loko ifika la ifika nguhlamusela ku kwendleka yini charge office ba iromele la ya office. So inkarho lokho ngena Sergeant Khosa.
So as we were in this Captain Baloyi's office and explaining to him or telling this captain that we had just been referred from the charge office to his office, at that moment, then Sergeant Khosa suddenly came into the office.
Former Police Constable Nomia Ndlovu continuing in her defense and denying her involvement in the murders of her family while hoping to get an insurance payout. And we'll cut out of that court proceedings. We'll go back to it. But for now,